Hello?
There's a doubling that happens with the main characters, which is part of the intrigue and pacing of the story. The reader's experience is to be stuck to the page, trying to figure out what is going on, waiting to see what happens next. Can you talk about this story of doubling that is a crucial part of the plot?
This image of one human being split over two bodies worth of space in the world was the first element of this story that sort of came knocking at my door. And it was of interest to me, I think. Firstly, the first thing that was of interest to me about it was the idea that we could see our bodies in space in a way that we can't fully see our bodies in space on the everyday. Like, I was interested in that idea, like what that would bring to the psychology if we could see our bodies moving around in space and wearing clothes that we wear and that kind of thing. But that very quickly kind of brought into this idea of how we look after ourselves, like how we talk to ourselves, the things that we do for ourselves. For a long time the book was called Care, and I think that there's a lot of that in there. You know, what is it to make all these things that we do for ourselves exterior? What is that? You know, what does and all the things we don't do for ourselves, all those troubling relationships with self where there are parts of us we don't like and can't resolve. So that was the second sort of area that was of interest to me. But I think by far the most important element of this phenomenon in the story quickly became this idea of not being able to blend in anymore. And you know, like I think there's immense privilege in being able to blend in. I think that we're sort of mainlined this idea of what the normal is, and anything that deviates slightly from that normal, I'm using air quotes, normal, you know, is very visible, I think, because of this crazy way we have homogenized the experience to such a fine line. And I think that is really where the story comes to rest. The story of, you know, two bodies exactly the same, don't look right by themselves, don't look right together, and yeah, how quickly, you know, that is then ignored. That was the other thing that really interests me. Is as I was writing, I sort of looked at real world versions of this and how quickly society will just not see things that they don't feel comfortable about. They will literally stop seeing them. Like, we have this strange ignoring, which I'm also quite obsessed with. Because these things seem mutually exclusive, yet seem to come from the same terrible place. Yeah, that's what I think.